Hey guys, it's Jag. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, Fire Emblem Three Houses, where 5 years later, the monastery has kinda seen better days. And I actually kinda miss those better days, but it's our first chance to take a look around and really explore and see all the changes that have happened while we've been asleep. So let's do that. I wonder how our crops did. Let's go check on our crops, guys. I bet they just aged like fine butter. Oh, good. The kitties are still here. I like the kitties. Greenhouse keeper, do you have things for me? Would I like to do some gardening? Yes. Have you held onto my crops from 5 years ago? You sure have. Mixed fruit seeds, peach currant, turnip, and Albanian berries. Alright, let's go ahead and plant. I still have seeds. Let's... Oop. Yes, I would like to plant. I did the wrong thing. Let's just plant straight flower seeds. Red, blue, purple, green. All the colors of flowers. I know green flowers. That's a thing I know from life. Alright, should get a good yield. Can I improve it? No. Alright, so we'll just use water. Plants like that, right? Dorothea, my lady. You're looking, is that your songstress outfit? I like it. Long hair is a good look for you. I like you with your hair down.
Professor! Oh my, it's so good to see you. These days, so many old friends seem to be disappearing. But you're here.
And you're taller than I am now, I just noticed.
It's incredible to see you again after 5 years. I have a feeling your name will go down in history.
That could be good or bad, you know. Advanced drills, what is this? Okay, so I can take advanced drills with my students and improve various skills. Interesting, so that's taking the place of professor teachings, faculty trainings. Interesting. So all of my students have been... What's your problem? All of my students have been tempered by war and they all think they know more than me. Of course. Albanian herring. Does that mean I can... Who's cooking?
Professor.
Yo. Edelgard would like to speak with me. Sure.
I'm so sick of it all.
You don't seem to have changed that much, to be perfectly honest.
There is so much to be done, yet all I encounter are new problems and pitfalls. Sometimes I wish I could spend just one day doing absolutely nothing and gorging myself on sweets.
And it all goes straight to your hips. This isn't like you. Such are the burdens of an emperor. Let's do just that.
Do you mean it? Just the thought makes me happy. But Hubert would never allow it.
Yeah, he'd want to eat all the sweets himself. That's too bad.
Indeed. It may not be possible now, but one day we will know the joys of idling. Mark my words.
I can idle all I want. I'm not the emperor. Or the empress. Ellipses.
Is that a smirk I spy? Is it so amusing to you, me daydreaming of free time?
Yes. Yes, it is. It's pretty funny. You misunderstand me.
Your silly grin says otherwise. But let's put all that aside for now. There is something I've been meaning to tell you. I'm afraid this might sound a bit sentimental. However...
You are blushing hard.
I want to thank you. Because of you, I feel I can walk my fated path without losing myself. If I were alone, I might have lost perspective and become a harsh leader with a heart of ice.
I wonder if that happens in the other stories.
But I'm not alone. With you by my side, I'm somehow free to be not only a leader, but simply Edelgard.
I'm glad, or you have many allies. I'm glad.
Until now, no one has been able to surpass me, much less command me.
You want me to command you now?
I have always been seen as an untouchable princess or emperor. No one spoke to me as an equal or met my gaze without flinching. It was lonely, terribly lonely. The only person I could rely on as I tried to claw my way out of the darkness was myself.
And then you gave yourself that silly, silly crown.
But you have been a brilliant light. Somehow you have chased the darkness away. And for that, I will always be grateful.
Aww. And our support level is now B. And motivation has increased. That does remind me. We probably have a number of supports that we need to do. We have one with Ferdinand as well to get to B level. Lysithea may want to talk to us to get to B level. Manuela's ignoring us, probably because our boobs are bigger than hers. Let's see, we could actually marry Hubert. We could fucking marry Hubert, you guys. That would be amazing, maybe. We can never marry Petra. We can marry Sylvain. Ooh, I wonder what Sylvain looks like. We only saw our classmates, right? We're gonna be doing some supports today, but not right now. I wanna look around some more. Alright, we still got cooking going on? What up? Let's cook with Manuela. God. Never did get much in the way of supplies. And why do I... Hang on a second. Oh, that's because I always get aramid pikes. Ugh. Like, I never seem to get any good fish. I should probably, like, take some time between episodes and just fish on my own. Let's make Invincible Grill.
My cooking is so good, it's been called seductive. Should I show you what I can do, Professor?
You've already shown me yours.
Right.
Now show me mine. That made no
I
sense.
so enjoy cutting up vegetables in preparation to cook. So...
Your voice didn't change, or maybe these are just pre-rendered. No matter what time, because your outfit didn't change either. We ought to go find her and see if that's actually the case. Did her outfit seriously not change? You got morale meals today. A gathering in the dining hall to strengthen battle bonds. Effects are enhanced when dining with an ally. Who else could I dine with? Lysithea does not want to eat this. Neither does Felix or Linhardt, really. What do we got? Today's special vegetable stir-fry. A dish of dried tomatoes, cabbage, chickpeas, and other vegetables stir-fried with eggs. Nutritious and very filling. Alright, we could raise Ferdinand's motivation and Bernadetta's motivation. Yeah, let's do that.
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
I kind of
Ooh,
like,
this is my favorite. You've got great
I
taste.
kind of like Bernie's new hairstyle. She's all trim and proper now. She's not quite so mussy. I wonder if she's got more confidence. The grind to Professor Level A continues. Gonna give it your all.
I've been working here for a few years now. There are plenty of others working here too. Since the acolytes and students aren't here, it's up to us to pick up the slack.
Okay. Lysithea, hey girl.
I'm relieved you're here, Professor. It seems we've reached a stalemate on the war front.
So you're relieved that I'm here so I can kill everybody for you.
I admit I'm feeling apprehensive about fighting the Alliance.
You have to cast aside your doubts. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
No. I have to shelve my personal feelings.
There are bigger things at play here. I'll fight with full force. I'm counting on you to lead us to victory, Professor.
I will do just that, you damn magical albino. What do you teach for advanced drills? You also teach reason. Alright. I kind of do want to at least go around and see as many of the new designs as I can find. Who's over here? Oh man, I've got... Did you guys see up north? I've got like 2 supports waiting for us. Holy crap. Is my happy guard here? He is!
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Dude!
What's that? Do I have brothers in the church? You really are well informed. My older twin works for the Knights of Seiros, but I think he's just a grunt, not a noble gatekeeper like yours truly. Unlike me, he's very devout. He left the Empire a long time ago. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to what's that? Unlike me?
Yay, we saved Happy Guard. It's quite a down.
By making an enemy of the church, disorder is running rampant among the populace. It's quieted down over these last 5 years, though. The well-being of Her Majesty is steadily improving.
Cool. Alright. I don't think I want to go to the marketplace yet. Let's go north? There's definitely a quest waiting for us. Ah. This is terrible. View quest. That's quite the outfit you have, madame.
I need a favor.
Some soldiers stationed at Fodlan's Locket abandoned their posts. They weren't what you'd call upstanding folks. It would be a real headache for us if they became bandits and started wreaking havoc in the towns. Dealing with deserters. A soldier has obtained information about the deserters. It seems they are skilled soldiers, so you should persuade them to join you. We would get exotic spices, blowfly, and alliance use. Again? Alright, we'll take it. So that's clearly a battle quest we're not going to do for now. War hasn't been good for business.
Since the great nobles lost their standing, the regulation of the merchant houses has relaxed somewhat. You'd probably have thought that would make it easier for us to profit, but the world isn't so simple. The war has made the price of goods unstable, causing no end of hardship for the people.
That's when you start price gouging. I mean, be a better merchant. Hey look, all our goodies. Concoction. Rose petal blend. Ooh, that's a rare one. Herring bait. A door key. Nobody cares about those. Have we even had the need for one of those keys? A Benny Moose. Cinnamon blend. That's another rare one. And finally... No. Finally... a chest key. Alright, who's over here to talk to? I kind of want to avoid that support for the time being.
Hello.
Hello. Do I know of Acheron?
The north side of the Great Bridge of Myrddin is in the territory of Acheron of the Alliance.
Acheron, fine. You win.
He's known as the Weathervane. He's a notoriously flippant man. A man like that doesn't have the guts to give it all for the defense of that bridge.
So we could bribe him? Alright, there's still someone in here I want to talk to. Right. Over... Mercedes! I did not see you. You have to keep your chin up. Mercedes. Is that a nun smock? Kinda looks like one.
I have good friends in both the Alliance and Fargus, so this fighting weighs heavily on me. I can't bear the thought of battling the Knights of Seiros to the death. I have to keep my chin up though, right? Let's press on together, Professor.
I kind of feel like your voice did not change all that much. You could train me in faith, but that would actually be useful. I could definitely use that faith now that I'm an enlightened one and I can cast healing magic.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, let's go see what the support is. Who am I gonna go talk to and get a B-level support with? Whoever it is, they are apparently in this courtyard. I have made a mistake.
No.
I need to go this way. Nobody cares about your damn goods. God, you see the ones in the courtyard complaining? I'm curious to see how Ferdinand is doing. Let's go for a visit.
Take that!
Mia! What, did you learn from Caspar while I was gone? Dude, your hair. You're fighting more intensely than usual, or what's up? You're fighting more intensely than usual.
Yes, I am in a hurry. Edelgard claims victory after victory. She never stops.
Are you still on that? God, dude, it's been 5 years. Give it up.
5 years ago, she ascended the throne and swept away the corrupt nobles, my father included.
Yeah, have you made your peace with that?
I always thought I would be the one to unseat him. But she did it instead, with all the ease and indifference of someone cracking an egg. Now, as the head of House Eyre, I serve Edelgard. I have to accept that I am her subordinate, working beneath her to reunify Fodlan. The disparity between Edelgard and myself is obvious.
Have you matured? Are you going to accept this? Are you going to realize this competition is pointless?
She never stops moving forward, single-minded, never wavering.
Then you don't know her really well.
But where does that leave me? Here, flailing about, going nowhere, contributing nothing.
That's not true.
But it is. That is the reality. Not once since our days at the Academy have I exceeded Edelgard's abilities. I saw her as a worthy opponent. She did not even see me as a contender. She did not even consider me at all. As the head of the noble House Eyre, I must be able to achieve results.
Hang on a second. Okay, there we go.
But all my efforts have come to nothing. Results are everything. I have not shown results, so I will be stagnating here forever.
But you have achieved results, or it's the journey, not the destination. Both of these are pretty good, but you have achieved results.
I appreciate your kind words, but you are wrong. I know that I have a massive wall to climb, and I must climb it alone. Even so, may I ask a favor?
Sure. Yes?
Professor, please keep an eye on my progress. I would appreciate if you were always by my side, bearing witness to my accomplishments.
Interesting. Ferdinand has become plagued with self-doubts in the last 5 years, but our support level is now B. So he's not the brash, overconfident, nobles can do no wrong kiddo that he used to be. He might be showing a little bit of growth. Hey, Shamir. You have not changed, like, at all, holy god.
What's that look on your face? Surprised to see me?
A little.
I'm a mercenary. Always have been. Even when I was with the Knights of Seiros. I never was too attached to Fodlan. I was considering leaving soon. But I might change my mind if you're around.
Are you hitting on me? Alright, advanced drills. You're gonna teach me the lance and the bow. I don't think I need those yet. Bernadetta! I've been wanting to run into you. What are you carrying? Oh, that's your quiver. Ah, so you've gone full on Bernie the Sniper, huh?
Are we leaving for battle? I heard it's a long march. But it's fine. I've had plenty of time to stay inside lately, so I think it's time I run out. Yeah. I can do this. No more Bernie Bear.
What? Bernie Bear? That's the spirit. I want to know more about Bernie Bear, but I feel like I should encourage her.
Yes, but, please don't put me up front, okay?
I'll do my best. Are you gonna teach me the bow and the lance? Are you an assassin now? Is that your class? I need to look at the roster and really check them out, see what they've learned, see what their paths are.
Right.
Yep, that's it. You'll gladly die for Her Majesty? Good, because it's probably gonna happen. There's someone back here that I just noticed. You are a nameless grunt. I've already sacrificed a general to the cogs of war. Also, it was her fault.
Hey there.
Randolph and New Girl. I really like this job.
Ah, a new face. I am Randolph von Berglies.
We've met.
I'm the guardian of this place. Wait a moment. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before.
Is this your daughter? 5 years ago.
Ah, yes. You're Her Majesty's professor. You're alive? Oh, this is my little sister, Fleisch. She's just a rookie, but she's helping me as my assistant.
Hello, I'm Fleisch von Berglies. It's nice to meet you. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'm gonna do my best. You can count on me to look after my big brother.
I'm gonna call you Flame.
I've heard you're planning to march into Alliance territory. I'll be here to guard the fort.
Your new name is Flame. Alright, I was gonna say that it might be kind of my fault that she marched into death against, Thunder Catherine, because I forgot Dorothea knows Meteor, and Meteor has a hell of a range. I probably could have been nuking Catherine from orbit that entire path. Whoopsie! I'm still gonna blame her for running into battle against someone wielding a relic who can attack 4 times in a turn and just absolutely murder her. But you know, I probably could have helped a little. We must crush House Daphne.
Within the territories of the Alliance, the Gloucester and Daphne houses dominate the West. House Gloucester has always supported the Empire. There's not much chance of them defying us. So all that needs to be done to restore peace in the West now is to crush House Daphne.
Cool. That was a valuable conversation. Ferdinand, we've already talked, but hey.
The last 5 years have been difficult at times. My relationship with Edelgard is rather contentious, due to the incident with my father. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon my family's duties. As Duke Eyre, I must play my part in the Imperial Army. Edelgard intends to abolish the nobility, but I know I can dissuade her from doing so.
Alright, you're gonna teach me the lance, the axe, and riding. So if you can teach me those things, are you basically on your way? I want to save these for a surprise to see if I'm right, but I'm wondering if he's on his way to being a Wyvern Master. Like, are these all skills that they can teach me based on where I left off with my teachings? And what classes they had? Or is this basically their default? I don't know. What's up, Sylvain?
Hey, Professor. It's been a really long time, hasn't it?
You looking pretty good. No, you've always had short hair. It's just shaggier.
The last 5 years have been full of heartbreak. Not from girls, but friends and family becoming enemies.
Yeah, this is probably not easy on you.
One of the things that kept me going was the hope you'd return. And now here you are.
I mean, I recruited you with the power of my breasts.
A lot has
Literally
changed, but you're back. And it's the first time I can remember being happy in a while.
Why is everybody taller than me? Yeah, you got the same skill set as Sylvain. Oh, do we all own these classes now? Oh, these are empty. Well, this is kind of depressing. Not that we spent much time in here, but it's really weird to see them completely empty. Really, really strange. Oh well. Has this been made into our headquarters? Or have you... No, Caspar's in here. Dude, boy, you look badass. What up? Let's do this.
All right, I'm ready to fight. Let's do this.
Leroy Jenkins. Whoa, slow down, or I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you.
Leave it to me. I can take on the whole, most of the enemy's army. I know my limits now, Professor.
Is that so? What do you teach? Brawling and axe. You're hopefully a war master at this point. I'm saving it. I'm saving it. I'm not going to look until the end. Till I've met everybody. Speaking of which, how am I doing on that? There are a couple of people in the training room. Can I? Do I talk to them? They don't have speech bubbles. Let's go take a look. Ah, I can talk to them. And in fact, there's an advanced sword tournament today. Cool, so the tournament's still going on. Dorothea, that's quite the outfit you have. You have certainty.
Edelgard is controlling the Empire. She is putting the pressure on the Kingdom in alliance. Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first. But corrupt nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our side. With you, Professor, the battle tides will turn. I have certainty.
Your English has come a long way. Let's see. You trade me in the sword, which is tempting. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Still do kind of want to work on my sword skills. I really like fighting with the sword. Oh, there's still somebody in there to talk to. I'd like to be able to swap between, you know, a swords master and a enlightened one. Mark your words.
For 5 years, I've fought for the Empire. I've cut down hordes of enemies.
I barely know who you are.
Now I have the same look in my eyes that the boar used to have in his.
The boar? I'm still not sure who you're referring to with that.
The look of a savage beast who loves nothing but destruction and violence.
I don't see that look in your eyes. Yeah, you kind of have regret.
I hope not. You and Edelgard must not disappoint me. Mark my words. The future you're building had better be worth all this bloodshed.
I'll work on that. And also, is it just me? I'm going to look at this in editing. Did his nameplate pop in like a half a second before his profile picture did? What do you teach? Brawling. And only brawling. Alright, now let's head out. Alright, there's only really one place left to go, right? We've chatted our way all the way up here. We could go to the second floor. Actually, that would mean there's 2 places to go. Oh, what have we got going on here? Did you guys take over this place? You did. Excellent! Are you laughing? Alright, first let's talk to Hubert. Allow me to brief you. You know, I said that you look pretty dapper, but there are other colors besides black, you know.
Allow me to brief you on the details of our situation. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Faerghus. However, the central and eastern regions continue to put up heavy resistance. The strongholds in these regions are Arianrhod, the fortress city, and Ferdiad, the kingdom capital.
I'm never going to be able to pronounce Arianrhod. Arianrhod. Fuck it.
We cannot control Faerghus until we have taken both of these cities. As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate to us.
So does that mean I could potentially recruit some of the students back?
However, due to interference from Houses Regan and Goneril, we have yet to secure their cooperation. Claude obviously hopes to keep the Alliance whole through diplomacy. But because we have had to focus our efforts against the Church until now, our forces have yet to meet his. We have only recently begun to take the fight to Alliance territory.
Okay, view quest.
I have a request for you.
Supply run. Would you assist us in securing more resources? Gather the requested resources and deliver them. Silverfish for one silverfish, 1 dried vegetable, and for that we get 200 renown and 2,000 Gs. We'll take it. Not sure what I'm gonna do to get those. What do you teach, Hubert? Reason and the bow. Okay. We've talked to you several times, but it's always good to see you.
Professor, I'm sorry to have dragged you into the fight again so soon after our reunion.
That's what I do.
But you appeared at a most opportune time.
Yeah, I do that.
I'm truly humbled by your support, my teacher. Thank you.
Aw, she still calls us my teacher. You can count on me. I hope I'm not rusty.
You may be worried, but you shouldn't be. You always manage to pull through.
I've been sleeping for 5 years. It's amazing I can even walk.
Make sure you're ready to head out, okay?
Alright, what do you teach, Edelgard? Axe, authority, armor. Okay. Is Manuela up here? I would love to see what the hell she's doing. Let's zoom. Oop. Oh, there's another support that just popped up. Linhardt! Yo, dude! Hello!
Professor, do you know how happy I was to hear you were still alive?
Yeah, you look ecstatic.
I'll tell you how happy. For the past 2 days, I haven't had my morning or my afternoon naps.
Morning nap? You were taking those naps every day?
Well, as long as we weren't marching. Can't sleep much then. But it's not for want of trying. By the way, with Professor Hanneman not around, I've occupied his room, so I am well equipped to perform research on you. Isn't that exciting?
Hooray! Alright, you teach reason and faith. Let's get some more faith. Don't ask me to take my clothes off for you. Is Manuela in here? She is not. It was already creepy enough when Hanneman asked me to. Hey, strip naked! Excuse me. I am a young lady in the flower of my young ladyhood. Scholar... Just you? History is written by the victors.
It's normal for history to be revised in favor of those who hold the power. The documents in this library are no exception. It's perfectly possible for someone to have made edits to them. But it's my belief that no one has the power to blot out the truth entirely. I like to read the same texts over and over again. That way, I can spot some of the truths hidden between the lines.
Ah, interesting. This one doesn't seem to have changed. Oh, we might do more research on this later. Encyclopedia of Fodlan's plants, an encyclopedia dedicated to every type of plant growing in Fodlan, as well as the various locations where they can be found. The information and detailed renderings within were compiled by the church, and it is considered an unrivaled resource for plants and cultivation techniques. It's honestly a bit intimidating. But we get a hell of a lot of professor points for finding it. Anything else in here? Would love to get up to a B+. As soon as we get to an A or an A+, we can forge some of those rusty weapons that are probably going to turn into things that are really, really good. Maybe even relics, but I don't know if we're gonna be that lucky. Alright, now we don't have anywhere else to go but the chapel. But, there is another support that is suddenly waiting on us down south. We're gonna get to the chapel first.
Well,
it does not seem to have changed all that much, but I really am kind of sad that the chapel appears to have taken a lot of damage. That was a really pretty place. That was really impressive. I would love for this door to open. Everyone watch the Crest of Flames. You know, that was originally going to be the icon for the channel, for the coin. I did not know what it was called until we started playing the game, so I could not do a very good Google search for it, which is this as well, because images for that sort of thing were very hard to find for a while. Except for like the 3 houses, because that had been on promotional material enough where everyone knew basically how to get it. So I decided to go with like the symbols of the 3 houses. And Lysithea wants to talk. Sure.
Professor, thank you for helping me with my training.
5 years late, but you're welcome. Anytime.
I'd love to do this again if possible. Your advice is always so useful.
Please do not blow me up.
Everyone thinks you're a wonderful teacher. You account for people's weaknesses while capitalizing on their strengths.
I wonder if like this is tailored, some of these conversations are tailored to how successful you've been in raising your students and, you know, not losing any of them. That would be a lot of dialogue though.
Initially, I wasn't sure you paid too much attention to your students. Clearly, I was wrong.
Well, yes.
After all, were that the case, you wouldn't be capable of providing such useful feedback.
Why is everybody taller than me?
I'll continue to learn and grow from your instruction, Professor. I just know it.
You're quite determined.
You think I'm determined?
You don't think you are? Yes, you're always pushing yourself.
Professor, thank you.
Aw, she sparkled.
You're the only one who's ever praised me like that. I mean, people are always telling me I've got a knack for magic. If you can call the power of my crests a knack, they aren't wrong per se. Though bearing 2 crests isn't a gift I ever asked for. Anyhow, I've made a point to work harder than most and not rely too heavily on the power they bestow. So I find it frustrating that the only praise I seem to receive is directly related to that power. If you've noticed how hard I work, then well, it makes me very happy.
I'm gonna ship you with Caspar. Why do you work yourself so hard?
Well, you see, it is because I am the only child of House Ordelia. I must do all I can for my family name. I'm determined to someday be of real value to them, and that day must come soon.
Hopefully before we have to kill them?
I can't waste any time. I don't have much of it left. Anyway, I should be going. Thank you again for your help.
What an odd girl. Our support level is now B, and motivation is maxed out for her. I love how it always says their motivation is maxed out. You can tell that's just a standard line that they threw in there for all support conversations because I got no motivation. Alright, anyway, there is one note. We can actually counsel people. Also, there, fix the camera. Would you like to read a note from the advice box? Certainly. What are all these knight lovers talking about when they go on and on about chivalry? Maybe I don't get it because I don't care about being a knight. Chivalry is about virtuousness and loyalty. They're talking about kindness and tolerance. They're referring to strength and courage. Kindness and tolerance? Nope. Strength and courage. Whatever. Manuela! There you are! What have you been doing?
After the battle 5 years ago, the Imperial Army occupied Garreg Mach. The cathedral and several other buildings were destroyed, but We've done some repair work here and there, and we're using the buildings as a base of operations. As for me, well, the church moved its headquarters to Fargus, and I've seen no reason to follow. When I returned to Enbar, I received a summons from Her Majesty, and I chose to answer.
Interesting. Alright, so I'm guessing, yeah, you'll teach me. You can teach me the sword. Right, you can always do that. Why am I surprised?
Hey!
That's your take on
I
what?
was so surprised to hear that the faith of Seiros was a sham, my eyes nearly popped out of my skull.
Gross.
But just because the church lied to us doesn't mean that the goddess isn't real. That's my take on it anyway. I'd feel very anxious with no one to pray to.
You could pray to me. I might even listen. Alright, could do choir stuff. That is... wow. I can't look up. Can I back up enough? Yeah, I guess it would fall from that hole. Thank God they've cleared out a nice little path so I can still get to the statues! Which are looking better, I think? I have not paid as much as I should have. Yeah, there is... yeah. Like...
Need something?
Let's see if I can compare it. Yeah, St.
See
Indek
you
is
again soon.
stone. Right? That's kind of a stone finish. Where these others are now bronze. And this one's actually kind of getting... maybe it's just lighting. This one's kind of actually getting up in a lighter bronze?
Need something?
And yeah, it might just be the lighting because it's not like super different from St. Michael, but I can't do anything without more renown, so we're not going to do anything here. Alright, let's take a look. We need to go do that support conversation. Let's just warp there. Other than that, we've talked to everybody. Gotten to see all their new designs, which I think are super good. I'm really impressed. I can see a lot of replay value here just being like, I want to see what my students look like after 5 years, right? What kind of new character designs did they come up with? Alright, so I need to stop hitting that button. Alright, it's at the south end of the courtyard.
Professor?
Alright, who we got?
Professor?
Oh, Manuela wants to talk. Alright. Sure.
Professor, a pleasure to see you.
Why are you here? Are you praying?
I've never been very good at praying. I was here to confess my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you too?
Sure. No need to ask. Go ahead.
I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you. I'm completely worthless as a woman. Can you imagine how that feels? Oh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you?
No.
Really? So maybe there's still hope for me.
Are you drunk? Out of curiosity, that's quite the mood swing.
Who am I kidding? I've known for years how hopeless I am. What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I? Be honest, do I look old? No, not possible. I'm the songstress who swept the Empire off its feet. Men professed their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks.
You look just fine or you're attractive.
I knew I was right. I'd be in real trouble if I weren't this beautiful. Oh no. If the problem isn't my looks, and they are not the problem, then it must be... what? My personality?
Your personality is fine.
A girl can tell a lie when she hears one. You
I love the
there's a
look on my
problem,
face.
don't you? I suppose I can be a bit unkempt. I do have a short temper, and I may be a little lazy, sometimes.
Just sometimes, though.
But I've always heard fellas, you know, like a woman with a few flaws. Seems to me there are plenty of flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws?
This conversation's getting real weird. No.
Why? Do you think I'm flawed enough already?
There's got to be a fucking escape button around here somewhere. Where the hell is it? Okay, you know what? Support level B, I'm not questioning it. Oh my god. Now, I do want to address something in that conversation real quick. Let's see if I can find some place to go and wander while I do this. There are a lot of people who place a value on being in a relationship for the sake of, if they are not in a relationship, they don't feel like they have value to anybody. And to me, that's not a great reason to be in a relationship. I'm going to go to the 3rd floor and check things out there. That's not a great reason to be in a relationship. Ah, hey, there's something in here. Wilderness Survival Guide, a practical guide for surviving in the great outdoors without the convenience of civilization. It offers advice and techniques on many subjects, including hunting and gathering and setting up camp and securing portable water. You can almost hear the call of the wild. Oh, I should actually look for more of that. You should be in a relationship to enjoy the relationship, not because you think the relationship gives you value. You need to find your own value, and a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people think that they only have value with what they can offer other people. Whereas, I think that you need to find the value in yourself and what you can offer yourself. And if you can be comfortable by being by yourself, then you can be comfortable being with other people. But you need to be comfortable being by yourself first, because you're not always going to be around other people. And if your only value is to be with other people, then you're going to be very depressed when you're not in a relationship, and that's not healthy. You have to be confident and comfortable with who you are. And then if you find a relationship on that and who you are, that's probably what's going to be a better relationship for you overall. And I'm not seeing anything in here to steal. On the other hand, I don't have to pick up any more damn lost items. Looks like the dormitory 3rd floor is closed off. But yeah, like, Manuela is going through a period where she was on stage for most of her career. She was always around other people. She had the adulation of the crowds. Then she went to teach. You know, I assume she had the adulation of her students. But now she's like, I don't have students and I don't have the crowds. I need to be in a relationship with somebody. Aha! Ooh, there's something over here too. Greenhouse crops. Detailed information about the different varieties of crops that have been successfully cultivated in the greenhouse. It's very informative. And all about crops, a highly accessible illustrated guide to different types of crops, optimum growing conditions, and crop-specific cooking methods. Even the greenest of green thumbs should be able to follow along. And Professor level up to B+. And more activity points next week. Alright, that's really what I wanted out of this. But she is going through a period where she is not comfortable with herself and she can't find a relationship, which is causing her to doubt herself, which is making it harder for her to find a relationship, and she's in a vicious cycle. And that's kind of my interpretation of what's going on with that, and kind of my personal philosophy when it comes to dating and relationships. Let's get into the Advanced Sword Tournament. Let's see. Dorothea or Petra? Well, obviously Petra. She's level 30. Reward is 1250 Gs, and a Silver Sword Plus. Let's give it a shot. Alright, round 1. We're going to kick her ass. Without even trying.
I fight for justice's name.
Oh good, you still got the moves. Also, is that a new victory line? Alright, let's see. Yeah, should be good here. Be great if she could dodge. Good. Says as she does.
My heart burns with pride.
Dodges. Dodges is a funny word. Okay, this is still going to be pretty good. Especially if you get another dodge. Or crit. Oh well.
I fight for justice's name.
Yeah, I think that's a new victory line. I wonder if they've got more victory lines now. Semifinals. Let's see. 14 times 3 is 42. Screw it. I'll use the heal anyway. We're in the semis. I mean, I'm not going to get anything for saving it past this round. Nice block or dodge or whatever that was.
Not for myself, for everyone.
That's also a new one. Alright, and the final one is against the Swordmaster. Is really level 23 is the best that they could throw at us? The recommended level is 26! You'd think it would be even remotely close. Yay! Crit. Holy
Not
shit!
For myself, for everyone.
Congratulations! Advanced Sword Tournament 1. Got a Silver Sword Plus and 1250 Gs. And a couple of hundred Professor points. Alright, that's the end of the day before we quit. Let's look at our remaining supports. I'm not going to do this now, just kind of curious how many more we're going to need to do. Looks like we can max out our support with Edelgard, with between her and Petra. Ferdinand can go up to B level with Hubert. Edelgard can go to B level with both Petra and Ferdinand. We're going to have to go through these before we go into battle. Ferdinand, do you have anyone? Nope. Edelgard and Hubert. Dorothea and Manuela. I've heard that's an interesting chain that we might want to develop. I am curious about that, but we're not going to do that this episode. Let's look at our roster. They did change classes behind us. I'm an Enlightened one. She's an Armored Lord. Dark Mage. I think that's new. You went back to being a Cavalier? You're a Bishop. You're a War Master. Oh, you did get to be a War Master. Cool, so I don't have to waste it. Why am I surprised by that? He was the first one that I gave his masterclass. So did they not? Yeah, no, these are the same classes. Except for Edelgard. And possibly Hubert. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I got so excited. I guess because I wanted freebies. Anyways, we're going to end on that. And next time, I guess we're going to go to the next week and get back to the teaching grind. I'll see you then. Thanks for coming out and joining me today. I always appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, give me the thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. It goes up every weekday. If you have any comments, make sure you leave one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Y'all have a great day.
Hey.
Later.